All right. I think we're
Ready to go.
ready to go. And what I have prepared for you is just a brief presentation. If you'll take your attention to the video board. I've put Holston Elementary up here just because I want to bring you up to date on that project. That was one of the projects that we were working on this summer, and that was to replace the tile and paint that building. We have gotten, all the painting has been done in that building, and it looks really nice. The tile is not complete at this time. Again, that process was pretty slow because of the additional paperwork that had to be done because we were using ESSER funds for that project. We had carpet in this building that was native to 1980 when the school was built. These pictures are where the carpet has now been removed. The vendor who got the bid to put the tile down has now removed all the carpet, removed the glue, cleaned the floors, and it's ready for tile. He's just waiting for the tile to come in. We're experiencing that with our other projects. Construction materials are slow. They're not coming in very quickly, and they're sparse. At Westridge, talking to the to J.A. Street, I mean, they were having difficulty getting paint at this point, believe it or not. So you can see where the floors have been cleaned and that carpet has been removed in preparation for tile. The vendor, as soon as the tile comes in, will be working after school hours, starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and working till midnight each afternoon through the evening, and also on weekends. These are a few more shots at Holston Elementary. Our Bluntville Elementary teachers are there. They're in their classrooms. They're moving things. They're going to be able to do just, you know, what they need on the concrete floor until the tile gets put in. But things are clean, and the floors have been cleaned very well. I included this picture because I wanted you to see that, you know, at once upon a time there were some lockers here. And we removed lockers from Holston Middle School and utilized those at Westridge. And this is a picture of where we put those lockers at Westridge in our girls and boys PE dressing rooms. They were just the right color, blue and black, and they go into those areas very well. We were also able to repurpose some benches from Holston Middle that are no longer needed. Had those replaned and refinished, and they look brand new in there. So really nice project as a part of that. And this gives you some idea of the cafeteria at Holston Elementary, the new paint, how it looks, and you can just see how those floors shine. Our custodians continue to put forth just a great effort in getting things ready and prepared for our students' arrival on the 9th. So I wanted to share an update on that project with you so that you know where we are and know that even though the tile has not been installed, it is going to happen. It may be through the month of August, but as soon as tile arrives, it will happen. So I thought that looked nice. Any questions about Holston Elementary?
Do we know what his timeline is once he gets tile, about how long he thinks it'll take him to finish it up?
We have 14 classrooms that he'll be laying the tile in, and you'll in most of those classrooms, it's not the full classroom, it's just a partial because part of the classroom was already tile. So he felt like he would be able to take care of that within the month of August, depending upon the arrival of the tile. He's hoping to get that actually when I talked to him earlier, he was hoping that he would be able to actually get started this Friday. The next update I want to give you is on Westridge. I want to make sure to squelch any rumors out there, so if you've heard anything, please be sure and ask. This is the front entry as you walk in the front doors of Westridge High School. This is one of 3 graphics that is in this building. This is a very large graphic, picture of the wolf, and also it says Westridge High School. You can see the upstairs there as well. This is the main office as you walk in. That's the reception desk, and behind it is panels that have been put there that say Westridge High School. This is some of the new furnishings that are in the main office. Again, some additional new furnishings. This is the main conference room in the main office. This is a snapshot of the clinic. A really good situation with the clinic. We have a well area and a sick area, and it is we have curtains, and once the nurse, we have 2 nurses at Westridge. Once they arrive, you'll see the cots go in between these between this cabinetry, and it will have more of the look of a clinic, but I think it's pretty close now. This is a cafeteria. I think this is really a great space for the high school. In talking about the cafeteria, we felt like it was important to give students different types of seating options. And you'll begin to see those in this picture. You'll see a round table with attached seats. You'll see a rectangular table with attached seats. You'll also see in the background round tables with chairs. We have rectangular tables with chairs, and also, if you look over against the wall, we actually have bar tops on both sides of the cafeteria where we have stools for students to sit on, but what we've discovered in our experience at Sullivan East Middle School, where we also added bar tops, is kids like to stand. They don't necessarily want to sit down. They've sat all day, so they enjoy standing. These are a few more snapshots of the cafeteria. You'll see that we also have some high tables. If you see in the center of the picture, or the large picture there, we have high tables with high stools. And the upper right picture gives you a closer look at that. And the picture with the ridge underneath shows you one of our circle tables with chairs. And again, these are the high tops in the main dining. This is a snapshot of the Culinary Arts classroom. It is now ready to receive some additional materials coming in from our current Culinary Arts labs. You can see here in the upper right the electrical that's coming down from the ceiling. You can also see the 2 doors there. They actually have a walk-in freezer and a walk-in refrigerated area in Culinary Arts. That's something new to us. We've not had that in any of our labs. Additionally, we've got the 3 cooktops there with gas that have a total of 18 eyes. We've got warming ovens. We have ovens. We have hot and cold serving areas in this lab. They have laundry. They have access to the dish room that the cafeteria has as well. This is a really, this is a great opportunity for our students. This is one of the other graphics in the building. This is the Westridge Shield. This is located in the Commons area. This is the Commons as it's starting to be laid out. You can see the steps or staircase in the background. Those little white rectangular boxes are actually charging stations with USB capability as well as voltage. You'll also see we have some chairs, tables here, some soft seating. This is the one area where we will be receiving some furniture late. Again, running into shipping. challenges, but the shelving and the circulation desk for this area will be arriving after school starts. This is one of our labs in the main hall that shows another type of furniture that we have. The the high tables with stools. Starting to bring in some of the equipment, as you can see with the snap-on tool chest. Technology is now being placed in the classrooms. Our technology team has worked very hard this week, and they have gotten all of our panels hung. They were hanging the panels in the Learning Commons today. We will be bringing in some panels on carts next week, but our technology is in place in our classrooms. This is one of our classrooms that give you some of our classrooms have the open ceiling. This is in the engineering wing. Some of our classrooms have ceiling tiles, but this gives you a good idea of what our furnishings look like in a classroom. We have tables with chairs. Our tables are mobile. We did not do individual desks in the classroom, so every classroom has tables and chairs. We like this idea. They're easy to move from one classroom to the next if needed. And I think as our staff arrived on campus this week for their 2 days there, we got lots of positive feedback about this type of furniture in the classroom. Every classroom has 3 marker boards, a minimum of 3, let me put it that way, because some classrooms have more, as well as a tack board. You can see in this picture as well, we have lots of windows, natural light. The shades have come in. Those shades that you see on the windows, of course, can come all the way down. During the day, if the shade is down, it is 99.7% filtered. And if you're standing outside and you try to see in, you cannot see in. I've done it. I've tried it. So, very nice shades. This is the last area in Westridge that is getting finished. This is Building D, which is the Fine Arts Building. This is a picture of the clouds panels in the top of the theater. You can see in the background the stage. Our seating is going in. These are very nice cushion seats with cushion bottoms and cushion backs. We'll be able to seat 550 in this theater. And that is, actually there'll be a little bit more because with the handicap seating that's going in as well. You can see the panels on the walls coming in. This is a shot of, I've gone outdoors now. I wanted you to see the tennis court. Tennis courts are blue with a gray outline. Tennis courts for all practical purposes are complete. Actually just need a net to go up on all 6. This is the entrance to the football stadium. You can see the Westridge Wolves has gone up above the stadium entrance. And right in behind there is where the Ridge Walk is going, the bricks that were purchased by people for the athletic boosters. This is an example of what's going in there. They, as people see this and want to purchase bricks, you can see that there's the capability to remove bricks easily and put in new ones. Some of the padding has gone on. This is game clock on the football field. Padding is there. And this is a picture of the plaque, which has gone up on the stone in the front foyer. And Charlie is all smiles as he stands there with the plaque. So I wanted to make sure you all got an update. The school is ready. Every area except for the auditorium and the drama classroom, which is actually located behind the stage will be turned over to us Monday. And the auditorium and the stage and the drama classroom will be turned over to us on August the 16th. Everything else is ready to take the furniture that will be placed. Those areas that were last to come on, they get furniture on Monday. Our teachers arrive Monday. They're there all week. And I think we still have some work going on outside. Our baseball, softball, soccer, football practice fields are not ready. But that's something that we're still working toward. We did have some sod concerns there, that the wrong sod arrived, and now we're waiting on what actually, should have come. So we are behind on some of those facilities. Wish the soccer and football was ready, but it's not. But I'm very grateful that our board made the wise decision at both of our high schools, East and Westridge, to put in the turf. That's been a great decision. And I will tell you that I got to be at Westridge this morning. Today was media day there. And it was actually the first time that our football team had gotten to go onto that campus, number one, with permission, and number two, actually walk onto the field. And they were dressed in their uniforms, and getting to have some conversations with them and seeing them sitting in the stands, I think you're going to be very proud. I think you're going to be very proud of what you see at East High School. It is beautiful. The track is finished at East. The track is not finished at Westridge, and it will be after the first home game before the track is finished at Westridge, just because of the process. But the track is black at East. That's what they wanted with their colors and on their field. And I will have a presentation for you on the East football. We've seen some pictures. I know you've seen some pictures I've sent to you on that one, but I'll do a little bit more on East at the next meeting. But I think you'll be very pleased with both of those projects. But I can't begin to tell you how important it was to finish off a brand new facility with a turf field. It just makes a big difference. But more than anything, watching our kids get to be a part of something that they haven't been a part of before in Sullivan County. I'm really proud of these projects, and I'm proud of our board. I'm proud of you all for making these tough decisions and fighting for our kids, because that's what you've done. You fought for our kids. And I saw it today, and I want you all to see it and be a part of it. Because in the end, it's definitely about our kids. So, all of a sudden I hear a noise. That makes me think we might have air in here, which is really nice. But that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those. But I want to say to all of you, I want to say thank you. I have a grandson that will get to be a part of this, of your legacy, and that's how I look at this. We have lots of positives happening in our school district, and I thank you all for letting me be just a small part of that. So thank you. That's all I have, Mr. Jones.
Hey, Kat, you was talking about the fields, the practice fields, baseball, softball. When is the expected date for them to be up and running?
It's a good question. Again, we're waiting on the new sod to come. The underlay, the irrigation systems are in. As soon as the new sod comes, it'll be spread, and grass will be, they'll start sowing that. The scoreboards are in. want to make sure that there was some comment or some concern that we didn't have scoreboards. We have scoreboards there on every field. Our lights are in, and just so you know, another update, Sullivan East Middle School, we have lights, parking lot lights, and the athletic lights are in there. The only thing we lack at the middle school is the scoreboards, and those are out for bid. So things are coming along there. I think with finishing the paving at the Sullivan East Middle School, the lights getting finished, we're going to do a press box there this fall, our maintenance, much like, you know, the building that they built at Ketron. I think we'll be able to feel like we've finished that campus. What I've seen so far with grass at Westridge it's come up pretty quickly. But we want to make sure we get the same grade of sod there that we did at the middle school, because it's turned out to be a nice looking grass field. So we will delay to make sure we get it right.
Okay, you don't, they sure that the baseball and softball will be done by their season, though, right? We're just not sure
Correct.
about football having their practice field.
Correct. And thankfully we have the turf where they can practice, and we also have soccer. So far it's working out. It's working out well. Coach Richardson, the activities director, is doing a good job. You know, we had hoped to have our practices at Westridge this summer. That didn't happen. He's utilized his skills to schedule everybody, but as of Monday, our football, soccer, and our volleyball teams will be practicing at Westridge.
I normally don't disagree with you on most things, but you made a statement a few minutes ago that you had a small part in building Westridge, and I would disagree. You had a large part that would not have been done without your driving force behind it, and I appreciate that, and I hope that the community appreciates that.
Well, it's certainly a team effort, so we've all worked together, and so have these people here, and when I've been doing something else, they've picked up the load here in this office, so it's everybody working together for one common goal, and that's giving our students and our staff the best that we can give them, and I think you're doing a great job, so thank you.
And if you listen to any of the radio broadcast this morning, and I was confined to the house, so I listened to it, it was just outstanding to hear the interviews of Dr. Davis, Justin Hilton, Athletic Director Coach Richardson, and Evelyn as she made the presentation or discussed it. But then to see the excitement on the kids as they did a live feed there at Westridge was most outstanding. And then to see the comments of some of the parents on to the right-hand side of where they were doing the feed was great. And it made it all worthwhile, because this has been a 6-year journey, not just 1 year or 2 years. And but I've never heard as much excitement as I heard this morning from some of our administrators as they talked about what's going on there. And I can't say enough good things about what they had to say and the enthusiasm that was there.
And I'll just add and end by saying, you know, we have more opportunities ahead of us with these ESSER dollars to do some things at some other schools, one being our East High School, and I look forward to the future projects as well. Challenging, but oh so rewarding, so thank you.
We'll wait and review our next board meetings at next Thursday night's meeting, but does any other board member have any comments for tonight before the meeting next week? If not,